Welcome to A White Woman in Distress. I'm Amber, your host, and this is a special mini-series dedicated to unknown persons. Over time, remains have been found, or bodies of those who are remembered only as Jane or John Does. These nameless victims, the unidentified souls who left behind stories that have yet to be told. In each episode, we'll explore the details of their disappearances, any mysteries surrounding their deaths, and the efforts to uncover their identities. Though they may be forgotten by many, we are here to shine a light on their cases. If you recognize any of the photos or details, please reach out to the local FBI, NamUs, or your local authorities. This content may include sexual assault, murder, violence. Listener discretion is advised. Please hang out, tag along, and let's get started. Today, we're diving into the mysterious case of an unidentified male found in Miami, Florida on Valentine's Day, 1959. This man's identity has remained unknown for over 60 years, but we're here to help keep his story alive. Let's explore what we know about case number 2240 UMFL. February 14th, 1959, on Valentine's Day. In the warm, humid environment of Miami, Florida, a gruesome discovery was made. The decomposing body of a man was found face down in shallow water near the shoreline of a rock pit off of Bales Road. This was just 3 blocks south of US Route 1 in Miami. The victim's body was in an advanced stage of decomposition, making it difficult for authorities to determine many key details at first glance. However, they noted that the man appeared to be between the ages of 30 and 40 years old, black, about 5'5", and weighed around 150 pounds. Despite the state of decomposition, a few physical characteristics were noted. The man had black, curly hair with no facial hair. Well, there wasn't any facial hair at the time of discovery. His eye color was recorded as black, though it is important to note that decomposition can sometimes make it difficult to accurately record such details. So I'm thinking maybe he had brown eyes. It just really depends because at the state of decomp, it's pretty gross if you look into it, but the eye color the pupils can dilate. Interestingly, the victim was found nude in the water, but clothing was found nearby, suggesting the possibility that the man had removed his clothes, or they had been removed, before or after his death. The clothing found adjacent to the body consisted of a white t-shirt, white jockey shorts, a blue sports shirt, tan pants, and a pair of army-style ankle-high laced shoes. These details may seem insignificant, but even clothing can be important clues in identifying an individual. The exact cause of this man's death remains unknown, but the circumstances surrounding where and how he was found raises many questions. His body was discovered face down in shallow water near the shore. Nearby investigators found various pans and food scraps which could have indicated that the man had been living or at least spending time in the area prior to his death. Was this man homeless? Was he camping? All of these details remain unclear, but the food scraps in the pans suggest that he may have been staying near the rock pit for some time. The investigation into this case was handled by the Miami-Dade County Medical Examiner's Office. Fingerprints were taken from the body and are still available in case a match is ever found, but no identification has been made. As of today, there is no DNA profile for this man, which is a challenge many unidentified persons cases from this era face. Back in the 1960s, the method of identifying individuals was very limited, and it was limited to only fingerprinting, DNA records, and witness testimony. In this case, no one came forward to claim the body or report a missing persons matching the description, leading the investigation to grow cold. Cases like this are heartbreaking because we know that this man had a life. He had people who knew him, people who might have cared for him, but we may never have known what happened to him. Over the years, his identity has remained a mystery, and this case has faded from headlines. However, his story deserves to be told, and it's important to keep this case in the public eye. With today's advances in DNA technology and the ability to cross-reference databases, there is hope that one day his true identity will be discovered. Even after all these years, his case still remains open, and investigators are willing to look at any new information. If you or anyone that you know has information about a black male between the ages of 30 and 40, approximately 5'5", who went missing in the Miami area in 1959, please contact the Miami-Dade County Medical Examiner's Office. The case number is 1959-04, and the NamUs case number is UP6844. Even the smallest piece of information could help bring this man's name back to him and bring closure to this case that's been unsolved for more than 6 decades. Unidentified persons cases are a stark reminder of how easily someone can be forgotten by society. But these individuals mattered. They had lives, they had relationships, and they had stories. And it's our duty to ensure that they aren't lost in time. I hope that by sharing this story, we can bring attention to the man that was found on Valentine's Day in 1959. And hopefully one day his identity will be restored. And anyone that's been searching for him will have closure. Thank you for listening to today's episode of A White Woman in Distress. Be sure to share, like, follow, subscribe. And you can follow us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Spotify. Stay tuned for the next episodes as we bring awareness to unsolved cases. I'm your host. Let's keep searching for the truth, so stay safe out there and vigilant. And remember, if you see something, say something and do something.